Well, you don't need me to remind you that Formula One is now so beloved in the United States that we race here 3 times a year. But let's give respect to COTA, or the Circuit of the Americas, to give it its full name. This place laid the foundations for this moment and still remains the host of the US Grand Prix. We have 10 turns to the left and 10 turns to the right here at the fantastic Circuit of the Americas. Overtaking opportunities into turn 1 and turn 12 at this anti-clockwise track. It's 3.6 miles long, and we should see average lap speeds of around 126 miles per hour. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks like for today's race. Ali lines up on pole position, and Max Verstappen lines up alongside. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Norris, Leclerc, Russell, Perez, Fernando Alonso, Sainz, Stroll, Albon, Hamilton, Tsunoda, Hülkenberg, Gasly, Bottas, Ricciardo, Oscar Piastri, Joe, Sargent, and Esteban Ocon lines up at the back of the grid. Which of these talented drivers will come out on top today? And alongside me for the first time this season here in the commentary box, Naomi Schiff. Hello, Gnomes. Let's look at their season, and particularly against their teammate. Fair to say they've got the better of them more often than not.
Yes, for sure. It is never nice to be on the receiving end of that teammate battle, to be the one not winning. But for the driver who is on the upper hand, it's a real confidence boost because, as you know, the first job in Formula One is to beat your teammate. It is a team sport, but at the end of the day, that's the only driver on the grid that's got equal equipment to you. So it's the best indication of how you're doing. So for them, it's going to be a real confidence boost.
Hey, welcome to another F1. This should be an easy race for me, or for anybody really. I mean, I've upped my difficulty by about, I think it's 3 points over since I started doing this race weekend, because there's a sprint race in the middle of it. So I kept upping my difficulty. So I'm feeling. I might do the bottom one because I'm so far, I'm enough points ahead going into the next couple of weeks races. So let's change our strategy to the bottom one and see how we get on. Hopefully we have enough fuel in the tank to do the laps, but we'll see. Okay, let's go.
We're not seeing any technical issues coming off the practice starts. Watch the RPM on the full start. We don't want you to bog down.
Tyrrell just gave us the difficulty. What would be a close race on one track, you could be winning by about 20 seconds in another track. Vice versa. You build up your difficulty too much and you'll be losing by about 30 seconds or 20 seconds in another track, no? Now,
Okay, so that's the rest of the grid forming up now. Be patient and watch for those lights.
come on. Come on. Foxy, come on. I'm in a rush here. 22 laps and then we're in for a change. See how we 11 laps on. There you go. Half a lap nearly, I'm on what? 1.5 ahead of him. 2 seconds ahead of him. So I have 22 laps to get a pit stop ahead of them all.
We can now use
There you go.
DRS. DRS now available. So yeah, we'll definitely be 20. Oh my lord, fucking place.
going to be well and truly 22 seconds ahead of them by the time we get to our pit stop.
Great work. That's a new fastest lap of the race.
Like, when you consider I finished third in the last race I did. I come into this, we say, race weekend, and I upped my difficulty by 3 points. And look at this, the gap I'm ahead of these guys. After what, 7 races, over 11 seconds ahead of them. Ridiculous, like, really fucking. We're not even at, what, 10 laps on them. Until they sort of come to the conclusion of how to work out that tyre situation, where if you put a red wall tyre on, you're faster than any other tyre, and the same for yellow and white wall tyres. Because if somebody at the start line had red wall tyres on him and he was in the top 5, now he's gone out of it completely after 8 laps, which he shouldn't. He should be up in 2nd place. I see all the usual suspects are on YouTube selling the 2025 game.
Okay, mate, we've got some clear track around us now, so let's use it and make this next lap a quick one. Let's go.
There's more bullshit for you now. I'm doing 137, and they want me to do a 143.
Great stuff, mate. You hit the target well there. Nice
There
one.
you go.
It's a long way to go in this race, though, so keep your head down.
fuck's sake. All over the place. They're after taking. Stop looking at the map. What kind of lots with 140 something? 43. Fucking hell, that's bad. More laps, and we'll be going into the pit stops. And then we'll do 11 laps stint on red wall tyre, and then we win again. So should make this race a bit closer than what it is now. Hopefully. I doubt it, but hopefully. Not too bad, Kirsten, yourself. I'm sort of fed up kind of way. Fucking race. This track is too easy.
Okay, we're approaching the pit window. You're going to be on softs.
Now we'll see. I'm doing a 2 pit stop. Everybody else is doing 1. Hopefully everybody else is doing 1. Make it a bit interesting near the end. Usually 2 laps after he says that your pit stop is coming. Well, it looks like 20, lap 20 we'll be going in. So I think we should come out in 5th place. I think the pit stop is over 21 seconds here, I'm not too sure. But I'm going for 5th place anyway. Oh shit, come on.
Okay, be aware, the grip levels are going to start falling away soon. Okay, the pit window's open, so let's box this lap. Box this lap. Okay, pit in this lap, and remember the speed limit. We'll be penalised if we exceed it. Keep that in mind as you approach.
It'll be interesting to see how many of them go through. But this is an easier drive than the 23 game.
You've got 2 stops remaining now. 2 stops remaining in this strategy.
One stop really, ladies. You're just saying 2 because we haven't done the first stop yet. Like 24 is an easier drive game than 23.
Okay, go, go, go!
Where do we come out? What's the pit stop
You
here?
only have to stop once now. 1 stop left.
I didn't expect to come out in second. I definitely didn't expect to come out in this time. Just show you the timing is not that great in this fucking game either.
Okay, this isn't your true position. They haven't pitted yet, so don't waste time fighting. Bring your tyres in gently, and let's go for it.
Max, don't be acting the Bye, Max. I thought I'd be then back in.
Nice work, mate. That brings you up a place.
Well, the pit stop was 21 seconds overall, so I should have ended up back in at least 4th place. Fuck you. That didn't. I thought by putting 2 stops it'd make it more interesting, but it seems not. So next, what we were in 31, we're going on that 31.
That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done. Okay, mate, we're seeing a lot of tyre wear in the data. Please focus on looking after your tyres.
I've never looked after my tyres. How do I do that? Gentle acceleration or something like that, is it? I don't know how they could be up to 13% when I just put them on and they're new. This is the first time I've seen that come up.
After the tries it again, race low.
Just so you know, we're getting some strange readings from a couple of the sensors, so I don't think you need to be worried, just some bad data, so keep doing what you're doing. I'll let you know if we notice any genuine problems.
I'm not going to bother about that tyre test because it's only 11 laps on these tyres, so fucking shouldn't be reading that kind of data on brand new tyres that you're only going to do 11 laps on. So fucking... when you consider what I have 6 laps of the test to do, and by the time that 6th lap is up, I'll be going in for a pit stop. Not interested in it. Unless I get a puncture, which I've very seldom, I have never got on this game. Another lap, come on, give me another fast lap. There you go, 134 or 137. Trying for it now again. They're all gone in now. And Russell is a pit stop behind me anyway, so.
Okay, Nico's into the pits. Nico in the pits.
To get this easier, they're saying keep your tyres under what? Under 40% wear. Bloody hell, what way are you going? And we're at what? 24%? Oh yeah, freak. That's his teammate out of the session again. It's the second time I think he's...
Nico's dropped out of this race.
Get rid of him and get a new...
Yellow flag.
This is where he dropped out somewhere. Where is he? Where are you, Nico? You waste of fucking space.
Okay, clear. We're approaching the pit
There you
window
go.
now, and you're going to be on hards next time.
So it doesn't matter if I come out in 6th or way down, because I'll be much faster than any of the guys that are out on the track now. So we'll slow it down like and try and get this tyre to even if I'm 10-15 seconds behind the leader, I'll close the gap. I should close the gap fast. We're at what, 29% wear. %. We should get home. There's no way we're going to use up 10% the last couple of corners now. There we go, flat out for the last lap because we're pitting now.
Yeah, really good job on hitting that target, mate. Nice work. Still a long way to go, though. OK, we're boxing this lap. Give us the best in lap you can. Box now, please. Box this lap.
I'd like to know what's the gap between 5th and 6th place. Can I come out between them?
OK, stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross onto the track.
Oh God, there's not much between
Okay, mate,
Russell.
that's it. Go,
Oh, they
go,
are.
go.
Look, 25 seconds. Should get past out in front of Russell anyway.
Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound. Look out for a bit of understeer when trailing the car ahead. They're going to be giving off dirty air, which is going to affect our tyres, so try to get past.
Time for a fast lap on hard transload.
Yeah. I was thinking the same fucking thing, Carson. Time for about 2 or 3 up. He's gone in. That's one guy out of the fucking way anyway.
Tyre condition still looking good.
Three laps. Should catch him easily.
Good job.
There you
That was
go.
the fastest lap of the race so far.
Bloody hell, come on. Concentrate. So Verstappen and Norris are next. They're not much in the difference between the two of them. So they're only, what, 9 seconds ahead of me. 8 now. Another fast lap. And you can consider how bad I went through this part the last time.
Caution, caution.
Oh, shut up. Can we get it under 37 seconds? Or 136? Can we get 136? Come on, Ferrari, move.
Great
Yes,
work. That's a new
136.
fastest lap of the race.
Keep them within 5 tenths.
Okay, good work. Great pass.
There's two boys. Thanks, Pascal.
Okay, mate, lap times are a little erratic at the moment. Let's try and close up the difference between them.
I mean, I'm doing 130. If they came back with us, say, try and get a 148 or 138, then you'd be saying to yourself, oh, that's going to be a test. But 142? You got 137. Or you want an average time? Oh, fuck off. I keep doing 137s, that I should.
easy.
Yeah. Gonna be hard to get, well, not hard, but gonna have to work out how to pass these two. Go on, Max, go for it. I'll allow you go for it. Trouble is now, I don't want to be crashing into the back of anyone.
Pace is strong, but be aware these tyres need to go the distance.
Give him the... Too easy.
Nice okay home.
It's too easy. When you consider, like, I've done 3 pit stops, or 2 pit stops, they have done 1. And there was something like, I think, 10 seconds in the difference of the race, of your, how long it takes you to do the race. Oh shit. I should start moving away from him now. say, the next race will be close from Mexico. I haven't been looking at my lap times. I'm well and truly averaging over 142.
Is still a fast lap.
Yeah. Oh no, I have a 136. 136.590 is my best lap.
Okay, really good. You hit that target nicely. There's a long way to go in this race, so let's keep it clean.
missed it. Fuck. Ten laps. You know when you're not being pushed because you look up at I look up at the laps, how many laps I've left. I go, oh Jesus Christ, like what? 9 laps to go. Oh, for fuck's sake! I thought it was near the end of it. This is what I'm thinking here. 8. I'm counting them down. Massive gap between the 2 back markers that I passed and the rest of the field. That's what I get for looking at the map.
story part is in 2025.
Oh, it's in it again? This part, like, I haven't. I know it's in it's in pre-order stage at the moment because I see it on the crowd that I order my games off of. But they're looking for, I think it was 80 fucking euros for it. That is a lot of money for, we say, a game that lasts only a year. So all you're doing is paying what, 80 euros for a patch. But they must be making money off it when they're dropping it every year. Go after that blue dots. There's a load of them up in front of me here. I'm not going to catch them in 6 laps. 6. Let's see if we can catch them. Oh. That's not in this one though, is it? What did I do? I can't remember what I done breaking point in this game. If they're doing this my driver's career, like, it's ridiculous having an agent and you go to meetings and nothing is said. Well, things are said, but you don't hear them talking to each other, like. I haven't had a look at any of the usual suspects. Oh, my favourite streamer is back. How to get a fast time? Get a 1,500 pound fucking steering wheel, and don't bend that. Don't keep it as straight as possible. Fucking idiot. We might catch him. There's a guy on YouTube, he promotes, the only time you see him is when the new game has been dropped. Every time an F1 game has been fucking dropped, he comes out of his woodwork and starts telling you about F1. But I looked him up, one year I was looking at him and I said, oh, I'll have a look at this guy. And he said, how to get fast at Formula 1. And he's told, don't turn your steering wheel, try and keep your steering wheel as straight as possible. Then he panned down the camera to his steering wheel, and I'd say you're talking at least $2,000 of a steering wheel, $2,000 to $3,000 of a steering wheel he had. I mean, fuck off, will you? You can't all afford that kind of a steering wheel. The only time you buy that kind of a steering wheel if you want to get into the league. Even though my friend was in the league, he packed it up because he said there's too much fucking cheating going on. Yeah, that's all it is. God, there's a gap I've opened up. 16 seconds on Verstappen, for fuck's sake. I could have had, 3 pit stops and still win this fucking race. No, gosh, don't tempt me. Where are they? Well, around the top end. Yep, see him. 2 laps. Come on, we can catch him. Can I catch him in 1 lap? Or is it 2 laps? 2 laps. I don't know why. No, that's the guy. I'm in a rival against the guy in front of me here. The game picks out your rivals. You don't pick them out. When you do driver career, I think. Come on, get out of the fucking way, blue marker. Come on, back off.
Okay, this is your final lap of the race.
I could have done 2 pit stops. 3 pit stops I could have done. Can we catch him going down the back straight? Oh, we can. You bastard bottles. You should have stayed in front of me till I got to that marker where I could use my DRS. I can. I'm going to have to change that. Yes. Come on, but it doesn't sound right at fucking all.
Fantastic drive. That's just fantastic. Amazing. You deserved that race win. Well done, mate.
That's it then for another magnificent United States Grand Prix. And they've hung on to take a victory here today.
Thanks, Kirsten. Come on, I've had enough.
Haas are no doubt happy with today's performance, having secured the win here this weekend. And our drivers are making their way out for the podium celebrations as we speak.
I think I'm going to have to pick a weaker car in the team event.
How many races have you won this season?
Oh, Jesus, Kirsten, that's a good question. I did it 3 in a row. I think I've done 3 in a row. It's about 7 or 8 races, I think. We'll have a look now in a minute for you, to tell you the truth.
It's been an absolutely wild weekend of Formula One action. And I can't wait to see what's next.
Shut up. Let's see. This won't tell us now. We're 57 points ahead. Constructors, we are in 3rd. But my teammate doesn't know how to... That's only the pit stops. Incidents. Jeez, when I start playing this game first, you go into this part of the game and all you see is my name all the way down the fucking line. And that's only pit stops. I think I'll have to go out of here. Anyway, we'll do the highlights, which there's not much of. It's a pity they don't have a highlight of the helicopter following you along up the back straight or something. I mean, that would be a nice picture. And here we go to another. We'll see now in a minute how many races I've won. I'll have to advance on. I think I have to go out of. I know the next race is Mexico. We're catching him. We're catching up with him slowly. Once again. What's the point of having a big fucking house if you can't have people around that visit? Where would it say? Goals achieved, driver's detail. I have to look at that. Engine is alright. Season's results. There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 races I've won with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 left. Is it a 24 lap or 24? I thought it was only 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 24 lap, 24 season. What else have we? That's all the trophies. And that's the stats. No drivers' champion, no constructors' champion. The only thing I haven't won in this games is the constructors' championship. I have 17 fast laps, average finish is 5th, 389 points, race wins 12. One team joined. I was just thinking to myself there as a race, I think I'll join Sarge's team. So if we're looking for driver's detail, what team does Sarge drive for? Where is he? Where are you, Sarge? I must have strolled past him. There he is, Williams. I can't understand that. If the second driver in Williams is off down there, where's the first? Like, cause the first driver is. Go back. Where's the second Williams driver? There he is, the Alban. Best finish was 9th so far. That's the next team I'm supposed to be joining. Williams. We're in secret conversations with Williams, but I haven't heard anything back from my agent. Bastard. Anyway, folks, that is where I am going to leave it. Thanks, Curso, and anybody else who watches this. Thank you very much indeed. Take care, everybody. Have a great rest of the day.
Take care.
You too, Curso. Have a good day. Enjoy the sunshine. Because we've had a week now of sunshine and we still have it today, and they're saying it's going to last another couple of days, so I'm going to enjoy it today for the first time. Anyway, take care, everybody. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye for now. Bye.